At Mission Park, we go the extra mile to support our community in San Antonio.
From raising money, where mothers and their baby can get life-saving medical care.
Ensuring that moms who may have problems and their children who may have problems go to the right place for the best care.
To supporting the Boys and Girls Club so every child can have a bright future.
Ada, thank you so much for your commitment and everything you and all your volunteers and your staff do for our community to make our community a better place through our children.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.
To working with St. Philip's College to make sure that higher education is in everyone's reach.
I asked you guys to come here because I need to celebrate you. I want to love on you in public because of your contributions to St. Philip's College.
To investing in the Texas Biomed Research Institute for finding the cure for infectious disease.
This is really, I think, what makes Texas Biomed exceptional. The fact that we have people like yourself who are out there in the community understanding the value of what we bring to the table in research and education, in extending our arms and reaching out to the community and beyond.
To honoring our men and women who wear our country's uniform at home and abroad.
One Navy war hero laid to rest here in San Antonio, closer to his family.
And his country welcomes him home.
To helping Meals on Wheels so seniors get quality food delivered right to their door.
We just can't say thank you enough, and every donation is so appreciated, no matter how large or how small. It's all very, very impactful.
For getting involved at the Ecumenical Center, for providing grief counseling when you need it.
We are so blessed, and we're so grateful for your leadership. Kristin and Dick, we couldn't have anyone better.
We love you, San Antonio.
And at Mission Park, it's our mission to care.
Welcome to an all-new edition of Mission Park Cares.
You know, and we've got great stories from all over our community this week.
We'll take you to the stock show and rodeo to see some terrific highlights.
And we're going to introduce you to the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year.
And we'll give you a preview of a magazine every family should have.
But first, let's talk about something that everybody can relate to, your money.
Now this sounds interesting.
You know, I'm here at Truest Bank with my dear friend, Ben Presenting. And I say dear friend, not only has he made my friend, he's been my banker, and that's kind of how we started, but it turned into a relationship way beyond banking. And I mean, it's incredible. So Ben, I want you to tell me a little bit about the economy, money, the bank, whatever you feel it's, it comes off the top of your head, buddy.
Well, let me also start by saying, not only friends, it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of this. And I know, Dick, you do so very much for the local community and San Antonio as a whole. So we're just blessed to be a part of it and grateful to consider you a friend.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, 2023, we've gone through some interesting times recently, to say the least, and there's no shortage of opinions. Some positive, some negative, but I will tell you, for San Antonio specifically, we have an awful lot to be positive about, at least as far as I'm concerned, and my teammates here within the Truest organization feel the same. When you look at kind of the baseline and core fundamentals from an economic standpoint of what really helps the city and community as a whole remain steady and steadfast, even while you may have national slowdowns, San Antonio has a number of those key tenets. We're still one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. Right now, we're currently ranked number 7th in productivity output in terms of growth for 2023. Unemployment's really low, and we have a really diverse economic and industrial component that's going to hopefully keep us ahead of the curve.
Ben, Truist Bank has a personal approach to all of its customers. Tell me a little bit about the culture of the bank, would you be?
Yeah, I'd be glad to. And honestly, it's one of the things that I'm most proud about, working for an organization like Truist. It's not just about what and how we do what we do. It's really about the why. You know, our purpose is to grow, build, and inspire better lives and communities. And we don't just say it, we live it every single day. We try to support the underserved, we advocate financial literacy within our communities, and we put our dollars behind the mission and purpose as well. So even in this last 12 months alone, Truist has donated and contributed over $25 million for the state of Texas, standalone, to support some of these efforts, support the nonprofit community, and to ensure that the communities that we are proud to be a part of are not only strong today, but will be strong going forward.
Well, Ben, you know, a lot of people come to Mission Park and they pre-plan. They do what's right and they think about it ahead of time and not letting someone else do it for them. And I ask you that question, I tell you that only because of the fact that I understand Truest can actually help in the pre-planning process of someone who has had a life well lived and help generate or perpetuate that life.
Yeah, no, we have generational wealth services. So within our wealth platform, we have individuals with specializations and focuses, no matter what tier up and down that ladder you are. If you're just starting or, to your point, are coming more to that second stage in your life. You know, our wealth and premier advisory team does still take and maintain that comprehensive and consultative approach. So we have a Center for Family Legacy. We have advisory services that help with generational wealth support and everything in between. So not only are you going to deal with an individual that can help you with some of those hard questions around what should I do with my funds now, but make sure that the generations to come will also be supported, not only through financial planning and resource, but also support, planning opportunities, and individuals that are going to help you along the way.
Do you all have an insurance program? I mean, do you have insurance agents? Do you have an insurance company?
Yep.
Do you have somebody to work with that you know, the first to leave this earth, you know, sometimes there needs to be life insurance in place, like Key Man and life insurance. Do y'all offer that type of product?
I'm glad you asked. We Truest, we are actually the #1 writer of life insurance in the entire United States. And in addition to the personal side, we also have a subsidiary, wholly owned subsidiary company, McGriff Insurance, that does property casualty, employee benefits for our commercial clients. So to answer that question, yes, and we're pretty proud of it. It's an important part of that planning process.
Well, it's A to Z, soup to nuts, alpha to omega for us, I can tell you, at Mission Park, and we appreciate everything in the world you do for us, Ben, and everything you do for this community, and in fact, just the spirit and just the excitement that you bring to banking is, you know, has been sometimes, you know, a thing of the past, but you're bringing it back, and I'm proud of you.
Well, and I thank you for those kind words. It's something that we care very much about. We're passionate about that process. You know, financial planning and even questions around how to get organized in your daily life can be unnerving to an extent. We have a couple of resources which I'm pretty proud of here at Truest. The Mindset and Money podcasts that are out there. I mean, we have a positive psychologist that teams up with a financial planner to help not only demystify some of those long-term planning processes, but sometimes it's just how do you start? Right. And in doing so, hopefully help you rest a little bit better at night and make your life a little bit better at the same time.
And that's the big key. How do you start? And so if you call you or one of your other friends here at Truest, or our friends, I should say, you can help us get motivated.
Not only, it would be our absolute pleasure. I look forward to it.
I love it.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Ben. Are you kidding me? Kristin, as you know, we met the finalists for the Boys and Girls Club's Youth of the Year Award this week. What'd you think?
I thought they were all wonderful, but let's meet the winner. Here's Philip.
I would always ask, who do you want to be? You know, when it came down to Philip, it was always, I want to be better. And it was just a simple one-liner. It was, I want to be better.
I don't think anybody's as hard on him as he is himself. Sometimes I feel like he wants to do it to please me, but I'll tell him, like, I want you to do it for yourself.
Mom was amazing. She didn't have help with me when she had me at a young age, and that's why she inspires me. I want to be just like her. I want to attend St. Mary's like her. I want to become a lawyer because she wasn't able to because she had me. And yeah, I want to live on her dreams.
And seeing him again, I've seen growth just based on how he talks. When he was just practicing his speech, the words, I was feeling it.
The Boys and Girls Club gave me a voice, gave me strength, it gave me hope.
He's very much involved, very much loves it. So I did not expect that. I didn't expect that at all, from him not wanting to come to me pulling up and having to wait almost 15-20 minutes for him to come out because he has to finish what he's doing.
The best thing about coming to the club is club members, because they don't feel like friends, they feel like family to me. They feel like my brothers and sisters because they always tell me personal stuff, what's going on in their life, and I tell them personal stuff, what's going on in my life. Yeah, they always come to me for advice because I'm a senior now, about to graduate. So yeah, just being around them all the time, they don't feel like friends, they feel like my family.
They genuinely care how they grow, their attendance, their grades, and they help you. They grow great relationships.
So when I think of Philip and how he started, I see him just keep growing. He's still growing. He is going to graduate this year, and I remember him telling me that he's excited, he's happy that he's worked this far and this hard to get to where he needs to be. And I think when I asked, who do you want to be, and he says he wants to be better, he's already doing it.
Dick, you've been working on a very special magazine that everybody should know about.
No, it's really true. And we've gone the extra mile with this magazine, and I want you to meet Harry. I'm here today with Harry Hobson from Manchester, England, and we just love Harry's daddy, I'm going to tell you what. And we are so fortunate to have him come all this distance to be with us today. And Harry, can you tell us a little bit about the Mission Park magazine/guide?
Of course. So my company, we work with a select few companies across the United States, and we produce literature for those businesses. What it does, it demystifies the process for anybody that is going to be walking through the doors of Mission Park funeral homes, and we're looking to really make this process as easy as possible for anybody involved.
Harry, I'm going to ask you a question. You're holding one of those magazines, and I happen to have one as well. Can you give me a little bit, you say the process and making it easier when someone goes to Mission Park, but also we have so many strategic alliances or partnerships with other people out there as well. Can you tell me a little bit about the process of what all they're going to see and what they get to about the different caregivers that we have in this book?
Yes, of course. So as you go through the publication, you're going to see a variety of different things. Naturally, a bit about San Antonio, the 13 locations that you have, and everything that Mission Park is about. But the reason why it's so important to the families is that it runs them through everything from start to finish. So with regards to the pre-planning forms within here, they're very much you can make your wishes known, okay? Whether it's the music you would like at the funeral, whether it's the casket, whether it's the urn, how you want the process to go from start to finish.
Right. Well, very good. And you know, that makes a lot of sense, Harry. And I'll tell you why. One thing that we believe at Mission Park is doing things ahead of time. And like you just said, to use your line, making your wishes known in advance instead of letting someone else left behind to try to make decisions that quite frankly, we should all be making for ourselves and our family. Don't you agree?
100%. So Dick, what's the reason for you to have 13 Mission Park locations?
Well, we hope to have a lot more, quite frankly, Harry, but the reason being is, like you mentioned, you know, one of our strategic partners here in San Antonio, but the reality of it is we need to go to you instead of you having to come to us. It's a very difficult time. It's a difficult, I hate to say it, but it's a difficult shopping day, so to speak. And so for us to be closer to where your family lives is crucial, and we feel it's very important to the community we serve.
So Dick, I've heard a little rumor that you guys might be offering free car washes in the near future.
Well, you know, that's exactly right, Harry. It's interesting that you heard about that. And the reality of it is we feel it's a little bit of a dichotomy. It's a little bit of a difference. And you know, people come here and it's not something that they were really planning on. But one thing we can give back to them is to keep their car clean. And we feel like putting these car washes near a Mission Park location and not charging them for that would be something that we could give back to our community with.
So Dick, I've got to ask, why the Life Center concept?
Ah, excellent question. You know, it's a natural attrition to the fact that you have weddings and you have funerals, or you have funerals and you have now weddings. We're going to have everything, any kind of event that you can think of, a birthday, a bar mitzvah, whatever it happens to be. We feel like the facilities themselves should lend themselves to any type of life event that you should have. Thank you, Harry, for being here. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Say hi to your family for us.
I will do, of course.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for inviting us into your home, where we share the best our community has to offer.
We hope you can make it out to our world-class rodeo, and just remember, we always love you.
And at Mission Park, it's our mission to care.